Hello again, everybody, and welcome to another episode of RV Business Capital Talk, sponsored by the Dicor Corporation. I'm Rick Kessler from RV Business, joining you from my daughter's apartment in Colorado Springs. He's Sherman Goldenberg, joining us from his home office in the resort town of, where is it? Lake Wakarusa?
That's something like that, Rick.
Lake Wawasee. And then joining the two of us from Winnebago, on the site of the Grand National Rally going on right now, which we'll talk about, Huw Bower. He was president of Winnebago Outdoors, and Chad Reese. Chad Reese recently promoted to Vice President, Government and Industry Relations. Welcome, gentlemen.
Good morning, Rick. Good morning, Sherman. Nice to be here.
Great to be here with you.
Sherman?
Well, I mean, first, the obvious subject on the table is this rally. A rally that, by the way, to me, reminds me, just in reviewing stuff, of it's very traditional still, even though it has extremely modern elements, and it has EV type products. It is a very traditional kind of an event, is it not?
Well, you know, what we try and do is we celebrate the past while recognizing our new contemporary, innovative, modern sort of portfolio of products. But that past piece is really important for us. The legacy and the heritage of this brand runs really deep. This is our 52nd GNR. We have over 1,000 people on the rally grounds across the road. We have 700 coaches. It's just a joy and a pleasure to connect with people who have been coming here not just for 5 years or 10 years, not even for 20 or 30 years, but in some cases for 35 and over 40 years. So privileged to connect with them. It reminds us why our brand is special and that unique belonging that people feel to the Winnebago brand that makes them come back time year after year after year. What was really nice, though, was this year, probably upward of 40% of our attendees are new first-time GNR participants. So welcoming that new blood into the family, important part of this event as well. We've had nice weather, and it's been just a fantastic few days.
And it's still underway.
Still underway, going strong. So we have a lead up that is probably about a week long with pre-rally events, and then we have the formal kickoff, which happened on Sunday night with a band and music, and we have a dedicated amphitheater, and then we have 4 full days of program finishing on Thursday night with a nice band and send off for all our owners.
Actual rock and roll?
Rock and roll, Hotel California.
Very nice.
We had the Soul Brothers on Sunday night. We've had our Tuesday night tradition is the row parties. We have WIT, our Winnebago International Travelers Club, have numerous state and local chapters. And at the end of each one of our rows of vehicles, we have row parties. And the Tuesday night row parties were in full swing last night. The passion and the enthusiasm is evident for all to see. And there is a particular route you should take through these row parties to optimize the beer, the bourbon, the jambalaya, and the gumbo.
What's the number one message, aside from the general that we're talking about, that you've got for these 700 coach owners?
700 coaches, over 1,000 owners. It's you know what, for me, and this is my second GNR, me, it's about the power of this brand and the legacy and the connection that people have with the brand. That's the overwhelming takeaway for me. It's a privilege to be part of such a storied brand with rich legacy. The second element for me really is how much people love the activity and the lifestyle that we enable. They are passionate. They overcome numerous barriers to pursue this lifestyle and to pursue these experiences on the road. And our job is to continue to create product that makes that easier and better, and create experiences that make that easier and better for this generation and the next generation.
Rick, could I insert one more question? We think Winnebago, especially us people who have been in the industry for a while, with motorized, and that it's tradition, but it's not all motorized anymore. And so what percent of these attendees roughly are motorized versus towable?
The towable percent still remains fairly small. I'd put it at about 10%, maybe a shade less than that. I'm staying on the park in a Voyage travel trailer this year. I'm very proud to do that. We have great product. It's nice to see our attendees in trailers. I'll tell you an anecdote that we had a young man arrive on Monday night. He missed the deadline for the rally registration, but arrived on Monday night pulling a 1959 Winnebago trailer behind his truck. And he said, is there any chance that I could just come in and spend one night at the rally? And we said, of course you can come in and spend one night at the rally. And he pulled in this restored 1959 renovated trailer. He had trailer 15 or 20 years ago from a neighbor. He's had it all this time. And in the trailer was the original camping records that the original owner took in northern Minnesota in the Boundary Waters. And he was going to recreate the trip that the trailer had done all those decades ago, and the trailer looked magnificent. We had our entire team poring over it and marveling at the workmanship and the design of that trailer.
Amazing. Rick?
Well, Huw, you said this is your second rally. It's been going on 52. This is the 52nd time for it. Chad, I wonder if you could tell us what it was like at the first one.
Oh, sure. Well, that predates me just a little bit, Rick, but I do reach back quite a ways. So this will be, I think, I do need to point out we did have a break with COVID in 2020. So we've got 52 rallies, but it's been going on for 53 years. So interesting enough, the first rally occurred at the same time as Woodstock, if you can believe that. So that's how far back we go. But it happened in Pamela Park, which is a great green space right in the middle of our community down on the Winnebago River. So what a perfect spot for that. And it quickly outgrew. Had to move the airport, and then the facility we're in now used to be the golf course in Forest City, and in World War II it was plowed under for food production. And if you remember back to the history of the company, John K. Hansen and his family, Mary Jo, his daughter, and her husband bought the property and then converted it back, and that's what became the rally grounds for us. And that first year they were back there, we had one electrical outlet on a pole out in the middle of this field. And now we have set up for 1,300 coaches and accommodate all kinds of great things out there with the facility. So it's grown. It's so great to see. And historically, the tie into the community has been tremendous. And so there's an embracing element when you have a legacy event like this, that people have really grown up with in this community. So it becomes this ritual passage, and people come back to be here for some of this celebration that the community participates in on the front end, basically, of the rally. But very supportive. So it's a great mix of our community, our company, and our customers all coming together and having a great time here in Forest City, Iowa.
Yeah.
You got new products there, we hear.
We do. We showcase our new flagship products. We've got our Journey product on display. We of course have new floor plans in our Adventure and Vista Sunstar on display. We have a National Parks Edition unit. So yeah, a lot of the floor plans that we revealed at our dealer meeting earlier this year in Savannah, Georgia, are on display now for customers. And customers are in there first thing in the morning, crack of dawn, and they're there last thing at night. And we're thrilled to showcase the new innovations that we're bringing to the marketplace.
Yep.
I would also say that we had an exciting, we are well known as a core RV product, motorhome product, turbo product company. Increasingly, we're investing in digital product that accompanies those vehicles and elevates the ownership experience. And this week, we released our connected consumer app. We've profiled it with many of our owner attendees at the rally. They're very, very enthusiastic with not only this initial app, which gives them access to many how-to videos about the function of their coaches. It also allows them to connect with dealers for service. But they appreciate the vision of where we're going with this Win Connect system, which enables individuals and customers to connect through an app to their coach over time as our vehicles get connected, and remotely monitor and control elements of those coaches. There's obviously other areas that we can add into this sort of digital ecosystem that will, again, make the camping and traveling experience easier, more intuitive, more enjoyable.
And that's the
go ahead, Rick. Go ahead.
Well, that's the nod to the future that you talked about first up. Yeah.
But we've taken this time, right? We've had a time in the industry where we've been focused on output. We've been growing very, very strongly, and we've been reinvesting in the business and reinvesting for now to match capacity to demand, but also match our capabilities of winning future customers. When we see the shift in the percentage of our owners who are under 50 versus just 4 years ago, it's notable. I see the demographic shift at Grand National Rally. I'm talking to owners who are asking about these sorts of solutions for our vehicles. They demand that it be intuitive. They demand that it be reliable, and it can be all those things. It's not technology for technology's sake. It is reliable, durable technology that helps them manage their coach in a better way. So I think it's really exciting. We've got a clear roadmap. We've got a clear investment trajectory, and we're pleased to be bringing this innovation into the industry.
It's my understanding you've got some product there that hasn't been treated to a national release yet. Can we do a tease on that?
Well, you know, we have got some product here that's just come off a long road trip from DC, and we are excited to showcase the concept electric vehicle that we brought out earlier this year. That has been very interesting for consumers to see and engage and talk to us on. And then there's a lot of the more traditional product that is on display. I would say there are some things that we showed our dealers in Savannah that are not on display here yet. And we will reveal that to the public. And we've got 2 big events coming up later this year and early next year, where we have the opportunity to give the right sort of market release to our consumers. So we'll use those opportunities wisely.
But just to confirm,
Yeah.
it's not the helicopter, right?
Right. You know, I had the opportunity here to give a presentation about Winnebago today, which is really our look at what trends are affecting our consumers, and it's to our consumers. This isn't a business strategy presentation, but I take elements of our business strategy. But I had questions afterwards from our audience, and the helicopter came up. It's a new product opportunity. It's not on the roadmap.
Rick, what do you think? It's about time to wrap.
I think so. I know maybe it's today, but I think Huw and Chad have to go out there and flip some burgers for some rally attendees, I think.
Yeah, that's right. We're fully engaged.
Yeah.
Guys, it's been a pleasure speaking to you. Thank you very much for the time.
It's a 2-way deal.
Thank you both.
Yeah,
We
thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.